The DS-160 form is very important when applying for a US tourist visa. Your interview will be based on this form, and I will show you an overview of what will you be filling out. This is where you create the DS-160 form. Let's be quick, so select where will you apply your US visa and I'll select Philippines. You have the option to upload your photo now or later, but I'll do mine later. You can also upload an application or retrieve an application in this page. But for now, let's start an application. This is your application ID and write it now on a piece of paper just in case something turns off. You will also need a security question so you can retrieve your application with your application ID. The first part will just ask you about your name, date of birth, place of birth, and if you're female or male. If you have other names used or telecode names, put it there as well. The next set of questions will be about your nationality. If you're a citizen or a resident of another country, put it there too. And I'll just click does not apply for the US Social Security number and taxpayer ID and the national identification number. Now, you'll be asked about your home address, mailing address, contact number, and email address. Isn't everything so easy? The next set is about the passport information. You will definitely need your passport number, and for the passport book number, you can click does not apply because we don't have it. Put where your passport was issued, when it was issued, and when will it expire. And if you lost a passport before, put it there as well. Now this part is about your travel information. Select temporary business, pleasure, visitor. Then select B2 or tourism/medical treatment. Now, put your intended date of arrival in the US. Then put how long will you be staying in the US. You'll need to provide the details of where will you stay, like the address and the contact number. If you're paying for a trip, just select self, then proceed. But if someone else is paying for a trip, put his or her name, contact number, email address, and his or her relationship to you. If you're traveling alone, just click no, then proceed. But if you're traveling, for example, with a friend, click yes, and then it will ask you the name of your friend and your relationship to them. But for now, I'll be clicking no. Now you have to indicate if you have been to the US, if you have been issued or denied a visa, or if you have a pending petition. The next part will be US points of contact information. It can be your family, relatives, or friend, or anyone you know in the US. You need to put their name, their relationship to you, their contact number, their address, and their email address. Next is family information. You just need to put the name and birthdays of your parents and answer if your father or mother is in the US. And answer yes or no if you have a family or relative in the US. Next part will be your present work, education, or training information. Select the category of your primary occupation. Then put the present employer or school name, the address, and contact number. You also have to include how much you earn monthly. And lastly, on this page, you need to describe your duties and responsibilities. Lastly, you need to honestly answer their security and background check. Don't be afraid, it's just a yes or no. They'll ask if you have a communicable disease that can be a threat to others, if you have a mental or physical disorder that can affect others, if you do drugs, if you have been involved in crimes, if you have been involved with prostitution, money laundering, terrorism, violence, killings, human organs, and other illegal stuff. So you have to prove that you're innocent, and all my answers are definitely no. We will now upload your visa photo. There's also a photo cropping tool so you can check if your photo is on the right track. This one is very easy to use. Just upload your photo and then set it up in there. You can see there's a green guide to position your head. After cropping, you can save it, but I'm not gonna save it anymore because I have my photo. Go back to the page and then upload your photo. It will tell you if you passed the quality standards of the photo. You may now proceed to review your application form and don't forget to print it. Make sure that everything is correct once you submit it. You won't be able to edit it again when you submit it online. Then check the location where will you be applying for your visa. Now it's time to sign and submit. They will ask you if anyone assists you in filling out this application. If you say yes, they will ask you who is that person, his contact information, his address, and his email address. Just sign by putting your passport number and the code for verification. When you submit your application, you will get this confirmation page and you need to print this and bring this on your interview day. And again, always remember your application ID. You may also watch my video about getting a US tourist visa. If this is helpful for you, please like and subscribe.